All right, Rock Addicts, this is DJ Rem from Rock Addict Radio, and I have the guys from Frosthelm on the line. How's everybody today?
Good. Good, yeah, it's the first day of winter.
Yeah, right? You guys have snow where you're at?
Oh, yeah.
Us as well. So can we start, let's start by if everyone can introduce themselves and what their spots in the band are, please.
I'm Jim, I play bass. Tyler, I sing. I'm Dakota, I play the guitar.
Very cool. And so the first thing I'd like to know is, how long have you guys been together as a band?
We've been playing together since 2009, and that's Frosthelm since 2010.
And then how did Frosthelm start? What made you guys decide to do this, I guess?
I guess me and Jim have been together for quite a long time, since '06, with some other bands, other projects. And we kind of hit a crossroads with our band, Servium. And Dakota had called back from St. Louis and saying he's going to move back home, and Dakota came in, and we pretty much changed all our songs and what we were doing in Servium, and then we just decided to change the name to Frosthelm, and I guess, 3 years almost now later, here we are sitting, so that's kind of how it came to be, I guess.
Okay, very cool. And how often do you guys get together and practice and such?
I guess for a while there, we were hitting 2-3 days a week, but, everybody's kind of got, a hectic lifestyle sometimes, so, sometimes it can be, once a week, sometimes we miss a week, every other week, you know what I mean? It just kind of depends on people's schedules, but once the holidays and shit are over, we're going to start hitting it pretty hard again, and, we've already got a bunch of songs written, so we just need to record and, get into that mode again, so that's kind of how it's at right now.
All right, very cool.
And we all live in different parts of the state, too, so...
Right.
Yeah. A couple-hour drive to get to practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll kind of hinder things slightly once in a while, hey?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, when everybody lives... And as long as we've done this, there's always been somebody, at least one person driving, you know what I mean?
Right.
So...
Okay, so...
It's nice, but at the same time, it kind of sucks, having to drive that distance. But we all make it work. So.
Well, as long as you guys make it work, that's all that matters, right? Very good.
Yep.
So, one thing I need to ask you is, these tracks that Clawhammer sent me, is this a full album that these are on?
No, it's an EP.
Okay. And when did the EP get released?
November 9th is when it came out.
Okay, very cool. And then in this, along those same lines, where did you guys record that EP at?
We actually recorded in a garage and a couple of different basements. We did it ourselves from start to finish. We did everything from the mixing and mastering, all that shit.
Yeah, Dakota and Jim really stepped up when learning how to do all that kind of stuff, and they really just kind of took it into their own hands and ran with it. And I think they did a really good job. So.
Yeah, I have to say you guys did a really good job, because I couldn't even tell. I mean, it sounds professional, so obviously you guys are professional at what you do, so great job. And I say that because I get a lot of music sent to me, and a lot of it does not sound professional, so...
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. I can well imagine.
So, great props to you guys. And before I forget, I also want to give a big horns high to Clawhammer for hooking me up with you in the first place, because they sent me your tracks, and I was like, these guys rock, so I need to talk to them. So, thank you to them.
Fuck, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, Clawhammer kicks ass. They've really done a lot of cool shit for us, so we're grateful for them.
So, do you guys have any live shows or anything coming up?
Nothing planned right now. Like I said, we actually just got a new drummer in, and we have yet to even break him in because of all the crazy shit that's kind of been going on, and so we haven't even gotten a chance to break him in, but we plan on doing that probably next week or so, and just get started with him, and then once the ball gets rolling a little bit, I think somewhere in January, then we're gonna start playing shows again and start writing and recording all that stuff. So.
All right, very good. And I have to ask you about one particular track on the EP, because Goblin Driver, I love that song. I can listen to it over and over again. Who wrote that song?
I wrote that track. Actually, like, part of it is probably like 5 or 6 years old by now. And I just kind of reworked it, a little bit. And, yeah, that's that.
Well, great job from a fan, man.
Yeah, Dakota writes, he pretty much writes most of the music when it comes to the music and all that. Dakota is the satanic wizard and the riffage. So. When it gets to me, I got to take care of the lyrics and all that shit. So we operate a pretty good system. We got a good system going.
So then, how long? This is kind of a loaded question. How long did it take for this EP? I mean, how long did it take you guys to write and record and everything you did with it? What was the process like for you guys?
Well, actually, all the songs were written. And a couple of them are a couple years old by now, and a couple of them are a little newer. We did change a little bit of stuff as we recorded it. We took some stuff out and added some things, and I guess kind of spiced it up a little bit. But just to produce those 4 songs took from September to the end of October. Actually, August to the end of October. And we put a lot of work into it, and but yeah, it took a while, actually. Longer than it should have. Yeah, it was a big headache, really.
Well, I talked to some bands and it takes them a year, so that's not so bad, really. So, okay, this question is for each of you. So, if you can kind of answer this individually, what kind of influences have you had in your life? What have been your influences that made you want to do something like this?
I guess I'll start. Metallica was a really huge influence on me when I first started playing guitar. Especially like the Master of Puppets record. That intro with like the melodic acoustic stuff, and then comes with the distorted guitars. And Slayer is a big influence on me, and bands like Dissection and Nagelfar, I really like that melodic kind of speed thing they have going on. So that's pretty much my influences for this band.
The joking, I'd have to say Sepultura, Arise, Chaos AD. That's kind of where I started out, listening to the heavy shit. And then from there, kind of all over the place. Malevolent Creation, Immolation, some of let's see, Slayer, obviously. Yeah, that's about it. And then here's Tyler for you. I guess kind of starting out with like Scorpions and Zeppelin and the rock and roll stuff. I had a really cool uncle that got me into a lot of 80s metal and a lot of that shit, early 70s and all that really good shit there. And I guess I slowly kind of got into death metal and the heavier shit, the extreme metal later. That kind of just came naturally, progressively. You just kind of you want something heavier and heavier, and pretty soon you're listening to Go Grind and fucking all that kind of shit. So, yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of been all over the place. I respect all kinds of music, so, it's kind of where my influences come from.
Okay, very cool. And then earlier you mentioned, that you had changed the name of the band. How did you come up with Frosthelm for the name?
I think Dakota's got a cool... yeah, Dakota's got a cool story about how he came up with the name.
Well, we wrote a bunch of names on a piece of paper, and we were actually back and forth on different names for a really long time. It kind of held us back, actually. So then we got ourselves some 12-sided dice, and let fate decide.
Very cool. Okay, so where is a good place for people to find out more about Frosthelm? What kind of social networking and such do you guys use to help promote the band?
Yeah, Facebook, Reverb Nation, Frosthelm.com now. It's still kind of in the works right now, but Frosthelm.com will be up. And yeah, Twitter, iTunes. We're kind of, we're everywhere on YouTube, some of our shit. So we're kind of all over the place right now.
Yeah, if you search our name, you should be able to find us pretty easily.
Okay, very cool. And then where's the best place for people to buy the EP?
Probably contacting us directly on Facebook for the moment till we get our little web store.
Yeah. If you don't want to, if you just want to download it or whatever, iTunes is a pretty good bet too. It's been selling pretty decently on there. So, but if you want a physical copy, your best bet is to just definitely get a hold of us.
Okay, and then once you kind of have things up and running, are you going to have merchandise and stuff for sale at some point?
Yeah, well, we have we got 2 different designs of shirts and hoodies. So yeah, I mean that's something we need to just use, get a merchandise store get up, but I mean you know, we have all the stuff, we just don't have a means to sell it right now, like online for the apparel and shit. But yeah, we definitely have it. So if anybody's interested, just give us a message on Facebook or email us or something, and we'll send them out to anywhere. So.
Okay, very good. So I guess what are you guys' goals for the future? Where do you guys hope to be in a couple years with all this?
Man, I don't know. We're just kind of taking it down day by day. We're just kind of continuously trying to push this EP, and like I said earlier, Clawhammer's really, you know, helping us out doing that. And then on our own, we're doing a lot of shit. And yeah, we've just been practicing a whole lot, getting better and better, because you know, there's always areas you need to wrench up and get better at. And so, you know, we're kind of just covering the whole field of you know, things we need to do. And like I said, we have a bunch of shit recorded, so or written already. So we just need to set up studio here and start recording, and yeah, pretty much just get on the horse, start bucking. So.
Okay, well, sounds good. I look forward to, and I'll keep an eye, because definitely I'm interested in hearing more. So,
cool. Thanks, man.
I'll be here ready and waiting. And if you guys, you know, if you guys are interested too, you know, when you get get an album out and all that stuff, to help promote, if you want to do another interview to help promote it, just hit me up and we'll make it happen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
yeah, that'd be really cool. We really appreciated that, having us on, and you know, anybody that wants to listen to our music or check us out, you know, we really appreciate it. And you know, it's what we do, it's our passion, so we're gonna keep writing and keep trying to do it. So.
Okay, very good. Okay, so here's another individual question for you guys. If I grabbed your iPod, your MP3 player, however you listen to music, what bands would I find you listening to today?
You definitely find Wasp on mine, and Witchcraft, and probably some silly pop stuff. I don't know, you got or Gush or something like that.
I've been listening to a lot of Cyanide lately. Found this band called Claws, it's an old death metal band. They're really cool. Cock and Ball Torture. That's kind of, I've been really in a kind of a grindy, clit eater, fucking being killed. Kind of that shit right now. But
I have to say, I've been listening to a new Witchcraft quite a bit. I dig that. I picked up a new Aeon CD. That's really good. Got some dissection going on. New Pig Destroyer. And then that, I don't know if you heard that new Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats.
I've not.
Some cool stuff there too. Some old school Doom stuff. That we all kind of listen to, you know, just a wide variety, different variety of stuff, and it all, you know, comes together pretty good in our music, I think.
Well, I'm going to have to agree. I don't want to sound stupid, but you guys, I really totally dig you guys. I think you guys rock. So, can just continue to play you guys on my show and try to help promote and get you guys out there. That's my goal.
But yeah, thanks, man. Cool. Thank you. Really appreciate it.
So what sets you guys apart from all, you know, obviously there's a lot of bands out there these days. I mean, pretty much anybody, if they have a little know-how, can record some music and push it out there. So what sets you guys apart? Why should people listen to you guys?
I guess I'd say, you know, we play the, you know, Black and thrash, but it's a little bit different in the aspect that it's, got a lot more melodic metal in it. And I'm sure there's a lot of bands out there like that, but we just kind of try to strive to put our own little brand on everything. And I don't know, just what do you say, Dakota? Oh, I don't know. Let's just try to have fun and play the music that we like. And I guess I don't know, what would really set us apart, but maybe, I don't know, sincerity or quality or, I don't know, something like that, I guess.
We definitely have a kind of I always say like the foundation support for the sound is really thrash. Not that that's anything different, but I think what we do with it from there, I think kind of changes. We just try to take like the best elements, like in our opinion, of like black metal and even like little bits of death metal and there's a flood of melody, and we just try to meld it together and make it sound as cool as possible. And vocals, I guess, try to be a little bit different. Try to be a little more different than other bands, but I guess that's at anybody's discretion if what they think about it. So, but I don't know. We just try to be a little different. So that's all I got there.
Yeah, and I'm gonna throw in my opinion here too. The reason that I dig you guys so much is I like all the different elements that you guys bring in this. I mean, It's not just death metal. It's not just black metal. It's not. I mean, you guys have so many different elements you bring to it, and I don't think there's that many bands out there that bring that much. I don't know what I'm trying to say. That bring that much difference to their music. And every song has a different sound too. I don't know. I just think it's just awesome.
Thanks, man. And I think you're absolutely right about the different styles and shit. I think we really strive on that, trying to make it sound different, and that's what we're really trying to go for is for people to listen to it and be like, hey, that's something we don't really necessarily hear every day, and the market isn't flooded with bands that sound all like kind of like that shit. So it's I think we're trying to do something a little different, and whether we're succeeding or not, that's up to the listeners. So,
yep, very good.
Definitely really appreciate it.
So, do any of you guys have any crazy stories from any live shows you've done in the past? Is there anything crazy that's happened to you guys?
Not so much with this. Actually, I think Jim's got some crazy. Oh, crazy shit? Oh, man. I got a checkered color pass from my old bands, getting all bloody, beat up, and accidentally exposing myself, and getting the cops called, and going to having to get on a costume to change my appearance while the cops were looking for me, that kind of stuff. I love, standard after parties, getting hammered and hanging out with dudes. Oh yeah, another band from North Dakota you guys should check out is Gorgatron. They're a badass death metal band from here, so make sure you guys check them out too.
I will look for them, definitely. All right, the last thing I'd like to ask you guys to do, and you don't all have to do it. One of you can pick one guy to do this, but I'd love a couple of radio tags if you don't mind.
Yeah.
So the first one, if one of you guys can just say your name and say you're from Frosthelm and you're listening to rockaddictradio.com.
This is Dakota from Frosthelm and you're listening to Rock Addict Radio.
Very cool. And then the second one that I'd like would be the exact same thing, but just throw in there that you're listening to DJ REM at Rock Addict Radio.
I'm Tyler from Frosthelm. You're listening to DJ REM on rockaddictradio.com.
All right, you nailed it. Good job, dude.
Fuck. I'm bad at that shit.
That was terrible.
It's all good, guys. It's all good. I just want to thank you again for taking the time to talk to me. I'll actually have this edited and uploaded to YouTube sometime in the next week, and I'll make sure that the link gets posted on your Facebook page and such, and I'll send it to Clawhammer as well.
Cool, man.
So
appreciate it.
Okay, well, I wish you guys the best of luck, and just hit me up when you get the album done, so we can do this again and help promote it.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, we really appreciate it. having us on here.
Yep, no problem at all, man. All right, have a great day, guys. Have a nice holiday.
You too. Happy holidays, man.
All right, bye.